As promised, gonna do a full review video here real quick of the Echo DPB-5800T blower. This is their backpack blower for their 56 volt battery system. A couple of things to note right off the bat. This blower features a 3 battery port design. So there's your 2 battery ports, but there's also a third one in the center. So you can carry 3 batteries in this blower. It's the only one in the industry that has that configuration. The blower itself is very well built. It's very sturdy. This cage here is a solid plastic. It's kind of akin to the old blowers from the 80s and 90s that had this square type of box on it. Now I did have to modify I guess not modify, but I had to adjust my equipment defender rack in order to accommodate this blower. And that's probably something that would have to be done to any type of mounting system like that. Also, one thing that I did was I took the long tube. It comes with a longer tube here that goes in between the main tube and the dispersion tube, the one on the end. I took it off because this part here, as you can see, is a little bit loose. So when it would fall, when I was carrying it, it would fall and it would kind of drag on the ground. In this configuration, it doesn't drag on the ground though when you're carrying it. A couple of things I love about this machine. It's a phenomenal blower. It has a great amount of power. It's very lightweight. With 1 battery in it, it feels like it weighs about 20 pounds, which is lighter than any commercial backpack blower on the market, other than the really tiny ones. With 0 batteries, it feels like it weighs about 10 pounds. It's super light. As far as power, it's got a lot of power. Regular mode is equal to like a BR-450 steel blower in terms of force. Turbo mode, it's got a turbo button here. Turbo feels like about a BR-600 in terms of amount of force. It feels like it's equal to about a BR-600. Now, the things that I love about this machine, it's super lightweight, it's super convenient. You just pick it up, click the trigger once, and it's ready to go. You don't have to do any yanking of cords. You don't have to mix any fuel. If you had to throw it in the back seat of your truck, and you didn't want to get gas fumes in your truck, you can throw it in the truck. It's ready to go. Like I said earlier, it's super lightweight. As long as you don't have the large batteries in it, then it gets a little bit heavier. But I've found running it with 1 battery or even 2 batteries, it's excellent in terms of weight. You put the 3rd battery in there and pick it up, that's for your extended run time. When you do that, it feels a little bit more bulky. So I've been running it with either 1 battery or with 2 batteries. And longevity, the amount of time it runs, really good. I was able to get 7 properties done one day on a single battery. Over the course of 2 days, I was able to get 11 properties done on 2 batteries. I had a couple more bigger properties that day, so that's how long it took me with that. It comes with a rapid charger, dual rapid charger, which can charge 2 batteries from 1 bar to fully charged in about an hour, which is really good as far as charge time. Now, it's not really, I've heard people say it's not really good to charge them rapid, doing the rapid charger. It's better to slow trickle charge them. So, take it what you will. If I were to use this system, I would keep the rapid charger for an emergency situation and plan on normally charging my batteries for every other use. Now, a couple things I don't like about the blower. One thing is there's kind of a delay. There's kind of a trigger delay with this. When it's offline like it is now, you push it down, it doesn't automatically start up. It takes a second for the LEDs to light up so it's ready to go. Now, once you've been running it for a second, it's ready to go. If you're stopping and starting, ready to go. But say if you give it like 5 or 10 seconds, watch, I'll show you. It turns off. If you pull the trigger right away to start it up, there's kind of a delay. A little bit of a delay in it. Let me see if I can get it a more accurate representation. You might have to wait about 10 seconds for it to go. See, it's all off now. Let's push the trigger. See, there's kind of a delay to it. It doesn't immediately start up. I guess that's an energy saving feature, a battery saving feature. The indicator here is kind of interesting. If you see, it shows 1 and 3 are lit up because 1 and 3, the port 1 and port 3 have batteries in them. And it shows you kind of 3 bars, meaning that's power from both batteries. So it looks like, from what I can tell, it drains the power from the batteries equally. So it doesn't just deplete one and then start on another. It drains them from all 3. Now if I put a 3rd battery in the port, as you can see, it's all 3 batteries lit up. All 3 portions are lit up. You remove one portion, and now, you know, it's only showing the battery portion on the other 2, which is good. It kind of gives you an indicator on where your batteries are and what's going on with that. So that feature is a little bit annoying when you're working and you stop it for about 30 seconds or so. You got to move to another site. You have to remember that there's that delay. I'm not crazy about that feature. Another thing I'm kind of not crazy about is this solid tube here, how it's so loose and it moves a lot. You can see it just kind of falls down, and then you have to, it kind of almost gets stuck and you have to move it up. I kind of have to hold it with my arm underneath it as I'm walking to kind of keep it from drooping, because I don't like it falling down like that. Is it a huge downside? No, but it's one thing that I do find a little bit annoying. Another thing to think about, this isn't actually a full commercial blower, as I understand it. The reason I think that is because this blower does not have that what's it called, X factor or whatever, X series technology, something. They have a technology where it gets you full power even as it's draining the battery. You still have the full amount of torque. The handheld blower is that way, and the 2600 Pro Series trimmers are that way. They both, the X series or whatever, X factor whatever they call it. This blower, like the mower, as the battery runs down, you can tell the blowing force kind of diminishes. I could tell when I put 2 fully charged batteries in it, it was ready to go. It was insanely powerful, but as it got down to 1 bar on each battery, I could tell that the blowing force was a little bit less. So that's one downside of the machine. Is it enough for me to consider not using it? Absolutely not, because as far as blowing goes, this is a great blower. It's an awesome blower for everyday lawn maintenance during the growing season. That being said, I do not think it would work very good for leaves, due to the fact that as it's draining out, you would need more consistent power for a longer period of time. Sometimes those leaf cleanups, you're blowing for like 35, 45 minutes, sustained. It's not going to do very well for that, I don't think. But as far as everyday lawn work, this is a great setup if you're using this 56-volt system. So anyway, that's just a quick little review on the machine. I plan on buying one, so I will be using one the next couple of months. So if some other things come up that I find out about it, I'll do a follow-up video. But for now, that's where I'm at. Hope this review was helpful. It is a great machine, and I'm very thankful to Echo and Ryan, the Echo rep for the area, for giving me the opportunity to use this blower for the past couple of days. So anyway, thanks for watching, and take care.